Charlie Hudson is back. In the trailer for Hudson Rex Season 8, Episode 1 just dropped. And let me tell you, it is everything we've been waiting for. After the gut punch that was the Season 7 finale, fans were left spiraling, hearts in our throats, and minds running a million theories about what happened to our favorite detective. Did he survive the water? Did he really vanish into thin air like some kind of magic trick? Or is there a deeper, darker twist waiting for us in Season 8? The trailer doesn't just tease a return, it screams it. Charlie isn't just walking back into the show, he's storming back into our screens. And from the looks of it, the stakes are higher, the tension is thicker, and yes, the drama is about to hit levels we weren't even ready for. And of course, Rex is there, looking every bit the loyal, ride-or-die partner we know and love. But the real question is, how did Charlie survive? And what's waiting for him when he returns to St. John's? Let's break it all down, because Season 8, Episode 1 is officially here to blow our minds. Season 7 left us with one of the most intense cliffhangers in Hudson Rex history. Charlie Hudson goes missing after a brutal confrontation with a cartel, leaving fans everywhere in total shock. We saw him risk everything to save his brother Jack and this mysterious woman Maria, only to get shot and fall into the water. No body, no trace, just gone. And honestly, if you were like me, you spent months refusing to accept that our hero could be gone for good. Every fan theory popped into our heads, swimming off wounded, rescued by someone who knew what happened, maybe even ending up in a hospital somewhere. Or, the craziest one of all, a soap opera level amnesia situation. And now, the trailer for Episode 1 of Season 8 finally gives us our first glimpse of Charlie, and it's everything. The look on his face, the way he moves, even the way Rex reacts. It's like the writers knew exactly how to pull every single one of our heartstrings at once. You can feel the tension even in the trailer. There's this sense that nothing will ever be the same. From the moment the camera lands on him, you know something huge has shifted, and the questions immediately start piling up. How did he survive? Who helped him? And most importantly, what will happen when he comes face to face with everyone he left behind, especially Sarah and Mark? The trailer doesn't just tease a happy reunion. No, it's dripping with suspense. You can see that Charlie's return isn't going to be simple. There's a look of determination, maybe even a little anger, like he's been through something we haven't fully seen yet. And Rex? Oh, Rex. He's exactly as you'd expect. Loyal, excited, and maybe a little confused. But you know he's going to lead Charlie right back into the chaos that only St. John's could deliver. And speaking of chaos, the trailer hints at exactly why Season 8 is going to be a roller coaster. There's tension between the characters we love, possible new enemies lurking in the background, and just enough tease to make us scream at the screen, "Tell me more!" The brilliance here is how the trailer balances nostalgia and suspense. We're seeing familiar faces, familiar vibes, and yet there's a dark edge to it all. You can almost feel the writers whispering, "You thought you knew what was coming? Think again." And honestly, that's the part that gets me hyped every time. Now, let's talk about Sarah and Mark, because the emotional stakes are just as high as the action. Season 7 ended with a time jump, Rex staying with Mark, and Sarah taking a break to grieve. And we all wondered what would happen if Charlie returned to find life had moved on without him. The trailer gives us tiny glimpses, looks exchanged, tension in body language, moments of hesitation, and you can just feel the emotional tornado about to hit. Sarah's face when she sees Charlie again, even for just a few seconds, tells you everything. There's love, confusion, and a question of loyalty that's about to make every episode feel like a ticking time bomb. And Mark? He's been stepping up, being the good guy, keeping Rex safe, and doing everything in his power to help. But he's no Charlie Hudson. The trailer sets the stage perfectly for that emotional collision, where past loyalties, present relationships, and unresolved feelings all collide. Fans have been theorizing for months about a possible love triangle, and Episode 1 seems ready to pull the trigger on that tension. The trailer doesn't spell it out, but every look, every pause, every frame screams, drama incoming. The action sequences teased in the trailer are just the icing on the cake. You see Charlie in his element again, sharp, calculating, ready to take on threats head-on. There's no hand-holding, no slow build. He jumps right back into the chaos, and you can feel the adrenaline just watching. And Rex? Of course Rex is right there with him, perfectly complementing Charlie's every move. The pair is electric, a reminder of why this show has captured hearts for so many seasons. But the real genius is in how the trailer keeps us on the edge of our seats without giving away too much. We don't see all the answers. We just see the promise of a wild ride and the assurance that Charlie Hudson is back to shake up St. John's in ways we didn't even realize we missed. Finally, let's not forget the underlying mystery that's been driving fan speculation since Season 7. The trailer hints at new threats, possible cartel revenge, and the ever-present danger lurking just around the corner. Every shot, every line of dialogue, every tense pause is carefully crafted to keep us guessing. And that's what makes Hudson Rex Season 8, Episode 1 so exciting. We're not just getting Charlie back, we're getting a storyline that promises suspense, heartbreak, thrills, and the kind of fan-driven drama that keeps us talking long after the episode ends. If the trailer is any indication, Season 8 is going to hit every note fans have been craving. Mystery, action, and emotional stakes that will leave us gasping, cheering, and crying all at once. The burning question on every fan's mind as we step into Hudson Rex Season 8, Episode 1 is simple yet devastating. What really happened to Charlie Hudson? Season 7 left us with that gut-wrenching moment when Charlie, our fearless ride-or-die detective, is shot during a dangerous confrontation with the cartel, tumbles into the water, and vanishes without a trace. No body, no clue, just silence, and fans everywhere collectively lost it. And now, the trailer confirms that Charlie isn't gone for good, but the how, the why, and the what comes next are shrouded in delicious mystery. Honestly, this is exactly the kind of cliffhanger that makes a show like Hudson Rex unforgettable. The writers didn't just give us a simple disappearance. They set up a labyrinth of suspense, fan theories, and emotional stakes that will have every single viewer on the edge of their seat. Let's talk survival theories, because naturally, the fanbase went full detective mode after Season 7. Theory number 1. Charlie swam off wounded and found refuge somewhere secret. The water was rough, yes, but we all know Charlie isn't just anyone. He's smart, resourceful, and determined to survive no matter the odds. Fans are imagining him crawling to a remote dock, collapsing in exhaustion, and being rescued by a mysterious stranger who may have their own secrets. This version of events keeps the suspense high because it implies that Charlie has been in the shadows all along, watching, planning, and biding his time before re-emerging in Episode 1. And the trailer hints at exactly that. You see glimpses of him looking tense, alert, ready to take action. But there's also a shadow of trauma, a hint that he's been through something that changed him. Theory number 2, the hospital scenario. Some fans have speculated that Charlie could have been rescued after the fall, hospitalized, and slowly recovering from his injuries. This version explains why his disappearance was so absolute. No one knew where he was, and he couldn't reach out without risking exposure to cartel threats. The trailer gives us tantalizing clues for this theory as well. We see Charlie moving carefully, alert to danger, and perhaps even cautious around the people he loves, like Rex, Sarah, and Mark. It's the classic, we were all worried sick scenario, but with a twist. Charlie isn't just recovering physically, he's also grappling with the emotional fallout of the events that put him in danger in the first place. This adds layers to the story. He's not just back, he's coming back with history, scars, and a perspective that could change everything. Now, for the wildcard fan theory that has been making the rounds online. Amnesia. Yes, it's the soap opera style twist, but hear me out, it actually fits. Imagine Charlie waking up somewhere with no memory of who he is, trying to piece together his identity while danger closes in from all sides. The trailer doesn't confirm this, but there are subtle hints that Charlie is cautious, slightly disoriented at times, and observing situations with heightened awareness. If the writers went this route, it could add a suspenseful reveal factor for Episode 1, making every interaction, every glance, and every action loaded with tension, because neither Charlie nor the audience knows exactly what will happen next. This theory, though dramatic, is exactly the kind of twist that keeps fans talking, theorizing, and watching on repeat. Of course, none of these theories can exist without Rex, our favorite canine partner in crime. The trailer teases moments of pure Rex energy, the kind that tells you he's not only thrilled to see Charlie back, but may also hold the key to helping Charlie navigate this new chapter. We've seen Rex sense danger, rescue people, and react to situations before anyone else even notices something is off. In the trailer, there's a moment, barely a second, but loaded with meaning, where Rex's body language suggests recognition, excitement, and loyalty that goes beyond words. This isn't just a happy reunion, it's an emotional lifeline for Charlie, a signal that no matter what's happened, some bonds remain unbroken. Fans are theorizing that Rex may even play a pivotal role in Charlie's strategy as he re-enters the world he left behind, whether that means tracking down cartel threats, protecting Sarah, or re-establishing his presence in the St. John's police world. And then there's the trailer's emotional undertone. It's not just about action and suspense. It's about tension, mystery, and the kind of slow-burn storytelling that keeps us invested. Every glance, every step, every pause screams, something bigger is coming. The writers are clearly setting us up for more than a simple return. They're teasing a storyline that could redefine Charlie's character, challenge his relationships, and test the limits of his survival instincts. It's exactly the combination of action, drama, and heart that has kept fans hooked since the very first episode of Hudson Rex. By the end of the trailer, one thing is crystal clear. Charlie Hudson isn't just back. He's back with a purpose, and we're all along for the ride. Whether he's recovering from injuries, hiding from unseen enemies, or piecing together a fractured memory, the suspense is electric. Fans are already predicting explosive confrontations, emotional reunions, and moments that will leave us gasping, cheering, and maybe even tearing up. And honestly, that's the beauty of this show. It doesn't just bring characters back. It brings emotions, stakes, and fan theories to life in ways that feel personal and thrilling all at once. If there's one thing we know about Hudson Rex, it's that the show isn't just about high-stakes action or cartel drama. It's also about the heart. And that heart, at least for fans, beats strongest when we talk about the emotional entanglements between Charlie, Sarah, and Mark. Season 7 ended with Charlie's shocking disappearance, leaving Sarah grappling with grief while Mark quietly stepped into the role of protector, caretaker, and occasional shoulder to lean on. The trailer for episode 1 of season 8 doesn't just tease Charlie's return, it teases the emotional earthquake that's about to hit everyone in St. John's. And honestly, if you're a fan of the show's drama, buckle up because this is where the tension starts simmering into full-blown chaos. Sarah's journey since Charlie's disappearance has been quietly powerful. The trailer gives us little glimpses of her stepping back into the police world, her expression a mixture of resilience, worry, and hope. It's clear she's been trying to honor Charlie's memory, keeping things going as he would want, while also grappling with her own fears about what his return could mean. And then there's Mark, who's been the calm, steady presence in her life. He's been taking care of Rex, helping Sarah when he can, and quietly proving himself reliable. But fans know what we all know. No one can ever truly replace Charlie Hudson. The trailer captures this tension perfectly. There are looks exchanged, moments of hesitation, and subtle gestures that hint at unspoken feelings. And in true Hudson Rex fashion, the writers are letting these emotions simmer in the background, building anticipation for every interaction once Charlie finally comes back into the picture. Now, let's talk predictions, because, let's be honest, the fanbase has been theorizing non-stop. First prediction, episode 1 will give us that epic, cinematic reunion between Charlie and Sarah. You can almost picture it. Charlie walking into the room, every eye on him, Rex racing to greet him, and Sarah's face shifting from shock to relief, maybe even disbelief. The trailer hints at this with just a few fleeting shots, enough to make us scream internally, "Yes, it's happening!" But here's the twist. This reunion won't be simple. There's tension, there's uncertainty, and there's the emotional question that's been hanging over season 8 from the start. Has Sarah's heart started to move on with Mark? And if so, what does that mean for her relationship with Charlie? Fans are predicting that this emotional push and pull will define the first few episodes, setting the stage for one of the most suspenseful love triangle storylines in the show's history. Second prediction. Mark's role is going to be complicated. The trailer hints at him being protective, maybe even defensive, but there's also subtle frustration in his expressions. Mark knows he's not Charlie, but he's been stepping into Charlie's world, helping Sarah and bonding with Rex. And while he's a good guy, seriously, he's doing his best. The trailer teases the inevitable emotional collision once Charlie steps back into their lives. The tension will be palpable. You can almost feel it crackling in the air. Every glance, every pause, every hesitant word between Sarah and Charlie will be loaded with emotional weight. Fans are already theorizing that Mark may find himself caught in the middle of loyalty, love, and friendship, creating a tension-filled dynamic that could last for multiple episodes. And honestly, that's exactly the kind of drama we live for. But it's not just about the potential love triangle. The trailer also hints at the emotional stakes that extend beyond relationships. Charlie's return means confronting what he's been through, whether it's trauma from the cartel, physical injuries, or the emotional toll of being missing. The trailer gives us glimpses of his wary expressions, his cautious movements, and moments where he seems to be analyzing every person and situation in the room. That's classic Charlie. Always smart, always vigilant, but now he's back with an added layer of experience, tension, and perhaps even a hint of mistrust. And let's be real, these elements create perfect opportunities for suspense, conflict, and those edge-of-your-seat moments we love. Every scene has the potential to hit us emotionally, while also keeping us guessing about what comes next. Finally, the trailer teases subtle but important clues about how Sarah and Charlie will reconnect emotionally. There are fleeting looks, pauses in conversation, and body language that speaks louder than words. The fans are already dissecting every second of these moments, trying to read into what it could mean for the season's trajectory. Will they pick up right where they left off? Or will there be hesitation, doubt, and the slow burn rebuilding of trust? And where does Mark fit into all of this without becoming the villain in the story? The trailer is masterful because it lets fans speculate endlessly without revealing too much. It's a delicate balance of emotion, suspense, and teasing that makes Hudson Rex Season 8, Episode 1 feel like it's not just a return, it's the start of a story that will keep hearts racing and fans talking for weeks. By the time Episode 1 actually airs, fans are going to be on a full emotional roller coaster. Charlie's return isn't just a plot point, it's a seismic shift in the relationships, alliances, and dynamics that define St. John's and the lives of the characters we've come to love. And the trailer teases it all. Tension, unresolved feelings, emotional confrontations, and the undeniable chemistry between Charlie, Sarah, and Mark. The drama continues, the stakes are higher than ever, and fans are already counting down the seconds until they can see how it all unfolds on screen. If you thought Hudson Rex was all about clever detective work and emotional drama, Episode 1 of Season 8 is here to remind you that the show also thrives on pulse-pounding action and heart-stopping suspense. The trailer delivers exactly that, teasing scenes that promise to hit every adrenaline junkie in the audience right in the chest. From what we can see, the action kicks off almost immediately, setting the tone that this season is going to be non-stop, high stakes, and impossible to look away from. Charlie Hudson's return isn't just a warm, emotional moment. It's also the spark that reignites danger, chaos, and confrontation across St. John's and beyond. The trailer cleverly balances moments of intensity with subtle hints at the deeper mysteries lurking beneath, leaving fans both thrilled and theorizing at the same time. Let's talk cartel drama, because that's one of the biggest threads driving suspense this season. Season 7 left us hanging with Charlie's brush against a dangerous cartel while trying to save his brother Jack and Maria. The trailer for Episode 1 doesn't downplay this at all. There are brief glimpses of shady figures, tense standoffs, and shadowy streets that hint the cartel threat is far from over. You can feel the danger lurking in the background, a constant reminder that Charlie's return isn't just a personal journey. It's a collision course with people who have unfinished business and potentially deadly motives. The stakes are higher because it's not just Charlie on the line anymore. Sarah, Mark, and Rex are all drawn into the fray, and the trailer teases exactly how quickly tension can escalate from a quiet conversation to life or death consequences. Fans are already predicting that the first episode will set the tone for a season packed with chase sequences, near misses, and strategic takedowns, all while maintaining the show's trademark smart, calculated approach to action. One of the most exciting things about the trailer is how it teases the chemistry between action and emotion. Charlie's reappearance is not just dramatic for the characters, it's dramatic for us as the audience. We see him moving carefully, assessing threats, and planning his next steps with that intense focus fans know and love. And Rex? Of course Rex is in peak form, combining loyalty, instinct, and his own brand of canine heroics. There's a brief moment in the trailer where Rex reacts before anyone else notices danger, which is classic Rex energy, and one of the reasons this show is so beloved. The interplay between Charlie's quick thinking and Rex's instincts creates tension, suspense, and just the right amount of edge-of-your-seat excitement that keeps fans glued to the screen. The trailer also hints at some high-stakes confrontations that are bound to set hearts racing. There are shots of Charlie navigating dangerous territory, evaluating his surroundings, and preparing for conflict, all of which suggest that the cartel threat from Season 7 is far from resolved. Whether it's through narrow escapes, clever detective work, or tense negotiations, the trailer teases that Charlie's intelligence and resilience will be tested from the very first scene. Every fan knows that the combination of a calculated hero, loyal canine partner, and ruthless antagonists is the perfect recipe for tension that doesn't let up. And episode 1 looks like it's hitting that formula perfectly. Beyond the cartel, the trailer teases smaller, more intimate action moments that still pack suspenseful punches.